you indicating or not indicating? G'day, adventurers! Hey, so the other day I'm talking to a mate about, we're talking about Star Wars. I'd just gone and seen what's the new one? The Last Jedi. Oh, that's right, he'd asked me, did I enjoy The Last Jedi? And it's like, look, it was alright, but it was very difficult to not just compare it to the original Star Wars trilogy. It's just, the story's the same. They're just basically repeating scenes with modifications, and it's bizarre. So there's a scene, there's the scene where Kylo and Rey and are there in front of Snoke's, right? And Snoke's is hovering Rey in the air, and Kylo's standing there with his sad face, and he's just, you know, looking very depressed and it's not sure what to do, I guess. And it's just not a very menacing scene. It's just ordinary. Anyway, that scene, yeah. Oh, sorry. And so Kylo sort of distracts, I guess, this all-powerful Dudicus, and says, and wiggles his lightsaber, and, you know, spoiler alert, cuts Snoke's in half. Which I thought that particular piece was pretty cool, but in the scheme of things, the whole scene was just ordinary. You know, you can compare that scene directly to, well, you can compare that scene directly to The Empire Strikes Back. Return of the Jedi. Which one is it? And Darth Vader is there. Luke Skywalker's being electrified with lightning bolts that you can see, unlike Snoke's just sort of magical nothingness. So these electrical bolts coming out of the Emperor's fingertips, getting Luke Skywalker. He's screaming, he's going, "Dad, help me, Dad, Father!" And Darth Vader's there, looking at the Emperor, looking at his son, looking at the Emperor, looking at his son. You can see, even though there's no facial expressions whatsoever, you can see like the torment in this character, in the character of Darth Vader. And you can see that he's struggling. What do I do? And eventually there is that bit of good in him, and he picks up the Emperor and he throws him down the shaft. And it's a really dramatic, it's a scene, right? It's amazing. Yeah, so I think that the story could be so much better. Like, there's a million things that could happen, a million options. You know, I don't see why in that particular scene Rey couldn't have been, like, you know, being tortured by the Emperor, and she's just getting angrier and angrier. And we already, you know, we're sort of told that she's super powerful. So she's getting angrier and she's getting angrier. Jeez, this is one happy broom. And then she's the one that's you know, got the using the Force to pull the bloody lightsaber, you know, a bit towards her, and the Emperor doesn't realise because he's in this discussion with the other guy. What's his name? Kylo. He's in discussion with Kylo, so he doesn't really notice that Rey is pulling the lightsaber. And then Rey pulls over the lightsaber and then just goes, you know, gets into her hand and just goes, just cuts Snoke into pieces, hack, and then Kylo's like, "Oh my god," and he's staring at her and it's like, "Oh Rey, you know, you've released me," and she's like, "Shut up," and she just fucking chops his arms off, and then you know, he's like ends up like Luke, you know, with the robotic arms later on. He's just been hacked to pieces by you know, maybe he's trying to kick Ray away, and she's like, leave me alone. She hacks his legs off, and yeah, so the Empire's like scared of this monster. Will just destroy anyone that agrees with her, including their Supreme Emperor Snoke's. Just got hacked to pieces in seconds. So they're petrified of her, and the rebels are like, who is this person? She's completely unpredictable. We can't control her. And then they have to sort of negotiate with her to work out, you know, explain their theology, because if they do something wrong, she might turn on them as well, and then it goes on with the story from there. That would be cool. Yeah, so it'd just be awesome to have this movie where the audience, instead of going, yeah, not a bad story, you know, same old, bit like the old ones, instead the audience would be like, unbelievable, I didn't see that coming, that's crazy, you know. That would be cool. Anyway, I'm not a Hollywood screenwriter. My next couple of videos, or next video, is going to be some maintenance. I have a leaking fork seal, which this has been sitting under it for a week. Look at that oil. A leaking fork seal, so I'm going to redo the fork seals, change the fork oil. I've got a new rotor on the back, because this rotor, as you can see, it's flogged out. It should not move. It's a floating disc, but it shouldn't be that floating. So that one, and I've got some hand grips to change. Here they are, all over here, like on this pile of shit. So some new fork seals, some new brake levers, brake pads, and a new rotor, which I ordered from, it's a Brembo one, came from Italy at about 1/3 of the price that I could get one for in Australia. And it turned up in like 4-5 days. Unbelievable. Anyway, that's gonna be the next video. So or a video coming up very shortly, so yeah, stay tuned if you can be bothered.
Don't talk to talk to.
Just turn my music down a bit, eh? Can you see this? 59,999. We're gonna get 60,000 on the dot in a minute. Keep watching. Keep watching. Keep watching. Come on. I can't sit like this forever. Hey! 60,000.